Jake Noecker here in Philadelphia at Martinez BJJ with the Darce Knight himself, Kyle Daukaus, CFFC 120, dude. Yep. How you feeling?
I'm excited. It's good to get back to the regional scene and fight for CFFC. Obviously, the UFC career didn't go the way it planned, but I'm still young, so I can still get back there if I wanted to. But as of right now, I'm solely focused on June 16th.
I mean, you surely had some great moments in the UFC. You know, as a fan, it was very exciting to watch, but now you're back to Cage Fury, the stomping ground.
Yep.
Also, your first fight of 2023. Are you, like, pretty eager to get back in there?
A little bit. I'm eager to just get a win, honestly. But, yeah, getting back in there is obviously important, but my main focus is obviously getting the win. So.
And first fight out of the UFC, your first fight back with Cage Fury, your, like, old stomping grounds, so to speak. How does it feel to be back with that promotion? And then you won your belt in AC, too. How does it feel to be back there, like a little home field, home octagon advantage?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm excited to get back there. It's obviously I did win the belt there at AC. So there's good memories there, and I plan on keeping them on June 16th.
June 16th, man. Robert Gilden, did I get his name right? Gidron. Robert Gidron. How do you feel about that opponent? You know, because like as an odds maker from an outside perspective, you have all this UFC experience. He has the regional experience. So a lot of people are saying this is all Kyle, but Cage Fury is known for no easy fights. No. So how are you looking at this? Are you excited for the fight?
Yeah, I'm very excited. He's a game opponent. He is 7-7, but he's one of those tough guys that are there. He's fought a couple UFC guys, a couple Bellator guys. He beat a UFC guy, so it's a big step in me dropping out of the UFC and making sure that I win this fight. You know, if he goes out there and he's gonna obviously try to prove something, prove that he deserves to be up there, but I'm here to tell him he's not.
I'm not going to say what's your prediction. Instead, I'll say, how do you see the fight going down?
Me being dominant as always. If I don't get the fight done within the first half of the first round, then I'll get it done, the first half of the second round.
A win here with the name you're bringing in, the high-profile fight, co-main event, does that put you right in that middleweight title picture for Cage Fury?
I mean, honestly, I hope so. I asked for the title fight, and the champ was hurt, so they obviously didn't give me that opponent. But I wanted the top guy. Robert is the only person that said yes. I had about 6 different opponents. He's the only person that said yes, so I'm excited to get out there, beat him, and then obviously – kind of argue for the belt after that.
How do you think a fight between you and Greg Ellis, the current champ, goes down?
I honestly haven't seen him fight. I heard he's doing very well, though. He did just beat one of my training partners, Earl Small. So obviously I'd have to study that tape, but I know he's very good. He's very well rounded, and he's making a little bit of a wave here in the regional scene, so it's something important.
And then, like I mentioned, we're at Martinez BJJ in Philadelphia, the home turf here. Your brother Chris is behind us somewhere too. I know like Patrick Brady trains here, and million other UFC fighters, Philadelphia fighters mention your guys' name. So, like, just kind of break down your training regimen. Like, who do you train with? Who are your looks? Where do you train?
Yeah, so I train at Martinez BJJ as of right now with my brother, Matt Turnbull. We got another UFC guy, Francis Marshall, who's here. Pat Brady, who's a PFL heavyweight. He's fighting on the same night I'm fighting. A lot of other guys, a lot of younger amateur guys that nobody knows about yet, but they will soon. Advanced amateur Ryan Appleby is a heavyweight. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, when he turns pro. We just have a squad of guys here. We train with a couple of guys. At 302 Jiu-Jitsu, we spar back and forth with them, and we get some working with Joe and Andre and them. I've also been going up to Catones and training with Corey Anderson a little bit, getting a little bit of training with him. So just kind of mixing it up, making sure I'm always improving and not staying stagnant.
So that was Francis Marshall that walked in there to do BJJ earlier? I wasn't going crazy?
Yes. Yeah, that is him.
I had no idea he trained here. I said to Gabby, the director of photography, I said, Francis Marshall just walked in, but I wasn't sure. So answer confirmed. And, Chris is here training. You're here training. Not only that, but you guys have a fight a week apart. Yeah. And it's also like you guys are each entering this new chapter of your career, right? You're with Cage Fury now. He's moving down to light heavyweight. Yeah. So with all of this coinciding with each other, being your brother, how close you guys are, what has that done for you, and what has that done for the energy of this camp?
I mean, I've always said that it's always made me better every single day when I train with him. Not only having a brother in the same sport, having a brother as high level as you are, it makes a big difference, obviously. And we always just stay on each other's asses, just making sure that we're in the gym training. This is the third time that we fought back-to-back weeks. The first time we fought it was fine. Last time we both lost, and this time we plan on both winning again. So.
Yes, sir. And I mean, I was standing here listening to some of those kicks. You guys, you don't take it easy on each other at all.
No, not at all.
And when we're talking about this next chapter of your career, what are your ultimate goals, both with Cage Fury and then in terms of afterwards? Are you looking to get back to the UFC, PFL? Like, what are your thoughts on what's next?
The good thing about 2023 and everything now is that these other organizations are coming up and being able to provide as much as the UFC is providing. Honestly, I'm in it to make a living. I'm in it to be the best in the world. But, I do have a baby boy coming on the way. He's due in November 20th. My wife is due. So that's exciting, and that's something I have to take into account and not solely focus on being set on, just the UFC. Anybody else that's offering me money, PFL or Bellator, hey, I'm here.
And Kyle, before we get out of here, man, again, thank you very much for the time. I appreciate it during a busy time, but I just want to give you the opportunity. Is there anything you want to say we didn't cover? The mic is yours.
No, just thank you to everybody that's here training. Obviously, I have an audience watching here. But, yeah, everybody that's training, I'm very thankful for everybody and all the support. There's little hiccups in the road, but we're pushing forward and we're moving forward, and I'm working on the bigger and better things.
Little audience here. Can't wait to see what's happening at AC with that audience. But ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Daukaus, June 16th, CFFC 120 at the Hard Rock. Don't miss it. Co-main event.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, bro. Cut.
Good.